Maybe I'm late to the game, but I don't care. I am finally getting around to testing out Huda's GloWish line. I have a bunch of products that I actually ordered during Black Friday sale because she was discounting these a lot. And the shipping took a little while, and the holidays kind of ran away with me, and here we are finally testing and trying it out. It's been a year since she's launched these, but it's just been about a month since I've actually had them in my clutches, and I can't wait to see what all the fuss is about and also see if I can get some of these products to work for me because listen, some of these products are getting a real bad rap, okay, a real bad. And I'm not sure how it's gonna go. It seems to be like when she says GloWish, she means it. It is glow. It's not glow-ish. It's glowful. Maybe that's what she should have called it, glowful. I don't know, but we're gonna start testing these products and trying them today. I think that the blushes and bronzers will definitely do good, I think, because those ones are pretty hyped in a positive way. And then we have the tinted moisturizer and the face powder that's like not as much. But that's okay. We're gonna test it. We're gonna try it, take away the unbiased, see if we get these products to work for us. If you like these kind of chill videos where we just hang out and try some beauty products, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one, and let's go, boo. Boop. So I did get this GloWish powder a couple months before that, but I've only used it one time. Now she suggests wetting a damp beauty blender or dampening a beauty blender, whatever, and pressing it onto the skin. That way you get more coverage, but that's the one that I see people complain about the most. I gotta say, I did try it that way, and I used a pore filling primer, and it was okay. It was okay, but it's very, very glowy. Most of us don't want our powder to be like that glowy, so you know, I like powders to like be able to put it where I want it. So I'm gonna use it more, I think, as a setting powder today. We're gonna start with the actual GloWish Tinted Moisturizer. Obviously, it's supposed to have a very dewy glow, says it's supposed to be healthy looking skin. I picked up the shade Fair Light 02. That was the other complaint that people had, is like the colors were way off and usually darker than you would think. I almost feel like I should use a pore filling primer too, because with all these glowy products, people are very, very complainy about how their pores are looking. So let me get something for that. I think I'll just use my Makeup Revolution Blurring Balm, the Pore Blurring Compact. Pop that all over. Since this is more of a light to medium coverage, I also want to cover up the discoloration on my cheeks before I go in. So I'm just going to take the NYX Bear With Me concealer because it's a light to medium in coverage, but it just will boost the coverage a little bit for me. Now I have a little damp beauty sponge. Let's take that Fair Light shade. Even the packaging is like all opalescence. It's very pretty, very aesthetically pleasing packaging, I will say. I guess we'll try doing 2 pumps of that. Yeah, for a Fair Light shade, it does look pretty dark. Wow, I'm very surprised. Oh, I can see like how it instantly texturizes. That's the thing about glowy products though. I mean, they highlight. If you got texture like most of us humans do, you're gonna have some texture amplified. I think that's most of the complaints. And what usually takes that down is a mattifying product. Yeah, you see lots of glow going on. And I need to do another pump. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm layering a bit to see if I can build up the coverage, and oh, it's looking greasy. It is definitely looking greasy. I see what people are talking about. My toxic trait is seeing a product that everybody hates and being like, I can get it to work. Maybe it's not me. I'm gonna get it to work and I'm gonna like it, you know. And then here we are going, well, okay, yeah, I can see what they're saying. This is different than a glow. I mean, it's glowy, but it's glowy to the nth degree, to glowy to another dimension. And the shades are just kind of off. Like this is a Fair Light and I'm having to bring it down on my neck because it's looking a little dark. I don't know if it's an oxidization process. Also, I almost kind of wonder if she's going to be discontinuing this line soon, because it was like some of these products were like 60% off during Black Friday, which is a Black Friday deal. I just looked it up. Nothing's on sale right now, so maybe not. Maybe they're going to see if people get hooked on it after that deal. But I see a ton of redness still coming through, and just a ton of glowy. Maybe this is trying to be more like the Hollywood Flawless filter, in which case, yeah, it is more like that, but not quite like a tinted Hollywood Flawless filter. I know there's a little tint to those products, but like this one has more tint. I need to put some concealer on. Which one should I do? I think because my Milk Future Fluid Concealer is a little bit light, it'll help to lighten up my base a little bit. So let's go in with that. Little does go a long way with this, so I need to try not to go too crazy. And then it still has a bit of a glowy finish, so it should pair nicely together and not look odd. Oh yeah, the pores. Ooh, girl, that is, even though I used a pore filling primer, that did not do anything. Oh man, they are accentuated. Wow. Oh goodness. Oh no. Okay, I was nervous there for a second that the products weren't meshing together, but it worked out. Once I brought the sponge in, everything started working out. So does my skin look healthy, or does it look like I just ran a marathon? I don't know. I don't know. But you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna go in with this powder and then complain that it's like doubly glossy, because that's what's gonna happen if I do it. I think what I should do is powder my face with regular powder and then dust this glowish stuff on. I think that's what I'll do. So I'll use my House Labs powder because it won't take away the glow necessarily. I mean, it will a little bit, but it's not like a super matte product because this is about glow, but I just need to tone it down a little bit. And I also want to see, does this look good with a regular powder? Does this tinted moisturizer just need something to tone it down, but you'll still get a shine coming through? Because I mean, it passed product development, right? There has to be something to it. Okay, that is a lot more reasonable in my opinion, because I still feel like I have a glow coming through my skin, which is exactly what I have just said I was hoping for. I still see it compared to the other side, which just looks greasy. I mean, I would never be able to leave it like that, but I know the glowish powder will make it super amplified. This looks nice. This I can go with for sure. Especially the under eyes. I cannot really wear glowy powders under the eyes because it really amplifies my eye socket, and it makes the appearance of under eye bags when they're not. It's just like a normal like ocular bone. So I don't want it to be amplified. I want it to kind of not dissolve, but diffuse. There we go. The way I hate this net in the House Labs powder, oh my gosh. Especially because I use these pressed sponges. I can't stand it. That's reasonable. Did it just defeat the purpose? I don't think so. I think when I turn my head, I still see some glow coming through. Right off the bat, first impressions of this, if you're trying to decide between the IT Cosmetics Nude Glow and this one, Nude Glow all the way, hands down. You would think those would probably be the most similar, but they're not. They're very different. This one is just like it's like the Hollywood Flawless Filter on steroids. Like it's that glowy intensity, maybe even more, plus some tint to it and thickness and weight to it. It's a little bit heavy on the skin. Even with the powder on top, it's kind of like, a little uncomfortable. So let's go in with the powder and kind of dust it on. I'm hoping this is kind of like my favorite Tarte Shape Tape Glow powder, because that one is really nice. Very underrated. So let's just take this little puffy brush, whatever that is, powder brush, and see if we can pop it on. Yeah, that's definitely adding a bit of shine. It's supposed to add some coverage too. Does it just amplify the pores though? A little bit. That is so weird. Yeah. This side right now, I can't see my pores. As soon as I added this powder on, it does, come on. I hope I can zoom in enough for you guys to see it. So this side with the more mattifying powder, it's not a mattifying powder, but just the basic powder over here, pores look good, pores look diffused. This side, just a very light powdering is bringing them out. It's like making it so you can see every little dot, every little pore. Not a problem, so let's avoid that area. Let me just dust it on the other areas. Maybe like the forehead, the high cheekbones. I mean, that's gonna amplify any kind of smile lines that I have though. And the nose is looking a little funky already. Wow, that does hide. Wow, do you see? I just dusted that on my nose. Look at how glowy that is. Huda, I love a lot of your products, but the fact that she thought we were gonna take that wet sponge and cake this on, oh no. Oh no. I mean, if that's what you like, if that's your jam, you go for it. But this is meant to be dusted on. No, I like the Tarte Shape Tape powder way more because it doesn't amplify my pores like this. What is up with that? Why did it do that? Wonder if you can almost use it like as just a highlighter. Wow, you can. Like a more natural highlighter, but it texturizes in a way that I just haven't seen before. I don't like that. Like it sits on top of the skin and only highlights the top layer. Does that make sense? That's weird. But on camera, I think it looks kind of pretty, but in person, I'm just like, no, I don't like it. But let's see if I'll still be able to tell if I like the blush and bronzer. I can see why this was 60% off. I'd be big mad if I paid full price for these. Let's go in with, this is the bronzing powder. I got the shade 02 medium. The powders, the blushes, the bronzers and the blushes had the opposite problem from the tinted moisturizers and the powders. Tinted moisturizer and face powder, people were complaining that they were darker than they seemed, like a fair light was more of a light medium, as you just saw, where the blushes and bronzers, everybody was complaining that they weren't pigmented enough, especially the bronzers, like the lightest one didn't show up. So I went ahead and went with number 2, probably because of the swirl flat factor in there, almost like a glowy highlight bronzer. All right, I gotta put on some contour real quick, hang on. So I'll give this like a little swirl so we can get all of it in there. Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like actually it's picking up as much as I thought it was going to be. This was a clean brush. So it looks more subtle. Oh no, but it's coming off. That's a nice shade. I do like that. Definitely glowy. I can tell that it's adding glow. Feel it with my fingers. Oh wow, it's way drier than I thought it was going to be. I don't know. I was watching reviews and I thought people were saying how creamy it was. This is not creamy feeling at all. Or silky feeling. I know it's a powder, but you know how some powders can be kind of creamy and silky. It's nice though. It's blending out beautifully, beautifully and warming up. I really like the shade of this. It's not really red. It's not really orange. It's just a nice warm neutral. That's pretty, like that. Let's go in with the GloWish Cheeky Cheek. I got the shade Healthy Peach 01. Now that I'm thinking about it, was this one of the ones that people were complaining wasn't pigmented enough? I don't know. So cute. I looked at these. Are these silky? This one's have a little bit more silk to it, but just not as creamy as I thought. I looked at these at Sephora all year long, and then I finally got it during the sale. Ooh, that's nice. It's a very healthy peach shade. Oh, I really like that. Me and my peach shades, I love them. Oh my goodness, that's really pretty. You can start off with a light hand or layer them up. I don't really see much glow, I don't think. Not as much as I was expecting. It's a little bit more flat. Yeah, that's interesting. Not as glowy as I thought it was gonna be, but just enough. It's not like there's any glitter or shimmers in there. Man, my skin looks so textured right around like the nose area. My nose looks so texturized too, which is so bizarre. And it's that highlight that I concentrated there, which I kind of like it, but then I kind of don't. That's weird. Let's get some setting spray. Maybe that'll save the day. I'll grab my Tarte Stay Spray. All right, I threw on a little lippy real quick too, keeping it simple and quick. Here's what everything's looking like closer up. Let me know what you're thinking about this. It's something about it. I see what people are saying, so believe what people are saying. It's true. The tinted moisturizer thing, what are they calling this exactly? The skin tint, multi-do skin tint. And the pressed powder, luminous pressed powder. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a bit much and not in a great way. I think glowy products have come a long way lately where they can look better on your skin than this. And for the original price points of these, it's just not it. My skin, it's weird. It's weird because it's like, oh, I like the glow, so I want to like that part of it. But even at a normal distance, like I am seeing all the pores on this side where I placed that powder, and it's just amplifying any kind of skin texture, wrinkles. I see my chin getting real gross now. Real mask-like. Oh, that's not good. Oh, it's only been on for like, what, 20 minutes? That's not good. Lots of texturizing. This isn't gonna hold up at all. I feel like this is what my skin would look like at the end of a summer day, and I just applied this. That's what it is. But the good news is I do like the blush and bronzer off of First Impressions. That one, I mean, very basic, simple, not as glowy as I thought it was gonna be for this blush in particular, but the bronzer was really nice. I think I like that more than the blush, but I do like the shade of the blush. But a blush is a blush is a blush is a blush. ColourPop also has good blushes for a fraction of the cost. I'm glad I got these on sale. Let me put it that way. The only thing I would pay for full price off of this initial try on would be the bronzer. back to the drawing boards on these ones. Back to the drawing boards. But let me know, have you tried any of these? What are your thoughts? Do you feel like you like them and you don't understand what people are ragging on with these two in particular? It's the freaking packaging that got me. I don't know what it is about this packaging, but I'm just loving it. I love it. But I'm bummed. I'm disappointed that it didn't work out just dusting it on. I don't know how I'm going to use it. I don't know, but if you have any tips, let me know. I will keep trying it though for science, and I'll update you guys in a future video if I can get some of these products to work. Obviously though, I like these. So that's enough of that. Make sure you subscribe before you go, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.